Hi, I'll show you this little game I've made, and I'll try to explain how I've made the player and the movement of the player. So this game is called Tapollo, and you're in space, and you control this the five color balls here, and you have to collect stars and avoid the planets. So in the next little tutorial, I'll show you how I've made my player here. So you've got 5 lives, and you have to collect as many stars you can before you die. You control the player by tapping in front of it. So here we got 6 points, and we still got 1 life. The player is just small balls, and the planets is image sprites. So here we have game over, and I'll change to App Inventor. Here I've made a new project called Making of Tapollo, the name of my little game. The first thing you'll need is a canvas. So I go into the section Drawing and Animation, and here we have the canvas, and I drag this to the scene, and I set the width and height to fill parent for my canvas. I change the background color to black. Then you'll need the player, and it consists of 5 balls. So I'll change this to blue so you can see it. And I changed the interval to 16. Yeah, like such. Then I make 4 balls more. A red one and 16 here too. And I make them smaller and smaller. Oh, that was so wrong. I took an image sprite. I need balls instead. So 3. Make this orange. 16. Actually, I don't need this because I update the movement myself, but I just put that. Green. And 2, and the last one, 1 here. I make this magenta, and 1. Okay, now I have my 5 balls, which is my player. This could be some spaceships in a row, or some kind of alien in outer space. I need some clock to control the movement and to make the delay between the parts of my player. So I have 5 clocks. The first one is the clock that makes the movement of my player reduce in velocity. I'll show that next when we go into the block editor, you control the speed of the first ball by tapping, and then you increase the velocity of that ball. But if you don't tap the screen, the clock here will automatically reduce the speed of the ball. And the next clock I call delay, because that is controlling the second ball, and vice versa. I make 4 more delay. 3. Call this 4 delay. And 5 delay. And this one I set to 16 milliseconds. So this was, here I have my game frame per second. So I've got, what's it, 60 divided. Yes, it's 60 frames per second. So I go into the block editor now. I got all the balls I need, and I got my clock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I stop all the clocks by default. So I disable timer enable. Okay. Now I go into the block editor. And I need some variables to control the position of my balls, or rather the previous position, because I use the previous position to position the next ball in the row after the delay. So I create 8 variables here. So I call this previous x, and I initialize this to 0. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is previous y, previous x2, previous y2, and so forth. Oh. Okay. Then I need some action. So I need an event when canvas touched. And here I start my first clock. And I'll also start the second clock. Then each time I touch the canvas, I'll increase the speed of the ball 1. So I check the speed here. And I check it, and I add 1 here. Okay. And then I'll I make a procedure to move my it's another procedure I've made. I use the procedure call ball. Where is it? Here, point in direction. So the place I tap is stored up here in my parameters, so I can get the X and the Y. So you know, when I pick, when I touch the screen, for example here, the ball 1 will move in that direction. So let's see if it works. So I start the emulator. Okay, now the emulator started, and I'll tap here on screen. You can see the blue, and if I the blue ball points in direction of where I tap, and if I tap more and more, the velocity increases. But I have to make the ball bounce on the edges, and yeah, I'll make that. So go back to block editor here, and you look under the ball 1 here, and there's an event called when ball 1 edge reached, bounce edge. And I call the edge here, or I get the edge value here. Okay, let's try it. Watch. Now it bounces. But I have to reduce the speed of the ball, so I have to use my timer. So I go to timer 1 here. And in this one, I make a condition. If the speed of the ball is larger than 0, larger than or equal to 0, Actually, it should be large then, so 0 here. Then set ball speed to ball speed minus 0.2. Would be nice if you could change it to a minus here. You can't. Oh. Goodbye. So here I only reduce by 20%. No. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. When I tap, the ball increases in speed, and when I don't tap, the ball stops again. But I think I'll make some larger. Okay, I make a procedure also when I touch up, because if I touch and move and release, there's no reaction in the direction. I think I've got something wrong here. Okay, so I needed this procedure when I touched up. So I go to the canvas, and I'll I'd use a copy of this one here. Actually, I needed a new procedure, but I only copied this. Okay. So now, if I'll drag and release the mouse, it will also recognize where I release. I also tried to make it use the dragged component here, but some kind of problem. It does not update the last balls when I get them to move to. So when this action dragged is running, the clocks are not updating. I found out. I don't know why, but you can try to make a dragged event also, and see if you can make the ball respond. All the ball respond. Okay, but now I'll make the other balls follow the first ball here. So I start this timer enabled 2, clock delay 2 here, and I have to make some action in this when this fires. So I'll ask if the previous x is not 0, and then I'll set the ball 2 to the previous x. So this by asking this condition here, I know I'll miss one step in one frame, so the ball 2 will be one frame after the ball 1. So I'll check here if previous x, I get it here, is not equal to 0, then I'll update my ball to position x and y. So I need the setter. Set ball x to previous x. And I do the same for the y coordinate. Yes. Then I set the previous x to the ball x position. And the previous y to the ball y position. So what happened here? When you initialize the previous x, you set it to 0. So the first time this one runs, and it starts when you touch the canvas 1, both the clocks starts. But this clock fires one time and checks if previous x is 0, and it is first time. So so this won't run, but it will set the previous x to the ball 1 position. And the next frame, this is true because we just set it. So then the ball 2 position will be updated. So it's one frame after ball 1. So let's see if this works. You see the red ball now follows the blue one frame after. So, and when they slow down, the what do you call it? The distance between them reduces to almost 0. So I should put it to 0. Here. Else at balls with yeah, it's not. Oh yeah, it's because they have their what's called registration point in the left corner, not in the center. Yeah, but I'll make the same happen here for the delay 3 and delay 4. But here I have to start my third clock. true. And then I'll fire this. When this fire, I have to make the same thing happen here. So I can copy this and drag all this into here. And I'll change this to previous x2. And yeah, this should be ball 3. And previous x2 and previous y2 here. Previous y2. No, x2. Sorry. And y2. And ball 2 here. Maybe you can make this with a global procedure, but I don't know. Don't know how. And here, clock 4 delay, you start, and I make this duplicate here. And I have no more clocks here. But do I have one more? Yeah, I got one more. Sorry. And make this previous ball 4. So this continues the delay concept. Previous x3, previous y3, ball 3. I think I'm ball 2, ball 3, ball 4, yeah. And yes, and the last one. Delay. Now this should be 4. And this is the last one, 5. Ball 5. And you can make more balls if you like, but stick to these 5 balls. And I don't start there's no more clocks here. So now I've got this cascade of events happening with a delay of 1 frame for each. So let's see if this works now. Yeah. It's a bit slow here in the emulator, but in real time it's very nice. Yeah. So you can see the 5 balls are following each other here, and when I stop touching, the speed or the velocity will automatically reduce. Not? Oh, yes. Now you can see the distance between the balls are slowly decreasing. But as you saw in the video, I can show you again. It's more fluent and on the device. So that's how you can make this player in the game I've made here, Tapollo. You can download it on Play Store. It's called Tapollo, and try the game. Thank you.